Hey, I'm Dustin.
And I'm Kevin.
We're going to talk about Breaking Bad Season 3, Episode 6, Sunset.
Do you know why the episode is called Sunset?
That was a good question. I do, actually. I think
great.
It's because Gus told the cousins that he would give them an answer about whether they could kill Walter or not by sunset.
Ah, well that makes sense.
And what answer did he give them, Kevin?
He told them that they could kill Hank instead of Walter.
Why would they want to kill Hank?
Because Hank's actually the person who killed Tuco.
Do you think that the cousins will kill Hank by the end of the season?
I do not think they will. I think this is a show this show makes me believe anything can happen, but I don't think they will kill Hank just because they've set up so many great threads starting for him like that. I found him way more interesting this season than last season, and that was better than the first season. I just feel like he's building too much. I think he's got a lot further to fall before you'd want to kill him.
The cousins spoke for the first time in this episode. They never spoke up until this episode.
It feels like they must have.
They never spoke until this episode.
That was really creepy having those two guys sit in the back of Pollo's.
And the assistant manager is just like, can I kick them out?
Should we get rid of them? He's like, no,
they're not
they won't kill us. They won't kill us if you kick them out. But I wouldn't kick out the cousins.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid of them.
I would, yeah. Most of my actions are driven by fear.
Hank has found out about the RV.
Yes.
He knows Jesse owns it.
Yes.
And he follows Jesse to the RV.
Hank calls Walter to find out what he knows about Jesse and if Jesse has an RV. And then the second he finds out that, he tries to call Jesse, but Jesse doesn't answer the phone.
No, Jesse does answer the phone, but Walter doesn't speak because he's worried that the phone is tapped.
Yes.
It doesn't tell Badger why he's destroying the RV. Because by not telling Badger why, Badger of course is going to call Jesse. Of course. I mean, I feel like Walter was being too single-minded.
Right, he just ran away. He went with the other guy.
And left Badger alone.
Badger's like, hey man.
Calls Jesse, which of course he would do.
Right.
And the reason we didn't tell Jesse is because he knows Jesse's being watched.
Yes.
Normally I don't think Walter does things that stupid for me.
Right. Because then the second Badger calls him, Jesse gets in his car and drives there.
Right. And
Hank's
following
right behind him. And Hank gets there.
And now Walter's in the RV.
And Jesse is in the RV. And the character actor, the dude who plays the guy who is destroying it, I love that guy. I've seen him in
he played the Kramer on the sitcom within Seinfeld.
Yes, he played the Kramer, yes.
Yeah, that's what I always think of when
he's in other stuff, but he's great.
Yeah. I bet he hates being remembered for that one a little bit, but that's what I remember.
Probably what he's remembered.
Though this was a great role for him.
Walt first gets there, and he almost has a moment where he's like, can I have a moment in here? Just to kind of
Yeah, he was like looking. It looked like he was looking for something.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was looking for something or if he was just kind of like, man, I had a lot of good times here.
Yeah, it's a little of both, I think.
And then Jesse shows up, and Walter's like, you're here? That means Hank isn't too far behind.
Walter locks the doors, looks through the blinds. Sure enough, Hank's out there.
Hank's there and knocks on the door, pulls the tape off the bullet holes, light shines on Jesse.
Yeah.
And between the operator and Walt, they talk Jesse through getting Hank out of there.
I love Walter talking literally like Cyrano de Bergerac through Jesse.
The secretary calls Hank.
Yes.
And says, your wife has been in an accident, she's being airlifted, you need to get to the hospital immediately.
Which is a brutal lie.
Which is
evil
the
lie.
Worst thing anyone could ever say to anyone.
Smart move. There's no way he's going to wait around.
There's no way, and he just speeds out of there.
He went nuts when he found out it was a lie.
When he got there, you see the moment, he's got his post-traumatic stress syndrome, everything's quiet, pounding in his head.
Swirling,
he's breathing, and he answers the phone, and it's her, and he's like, what?
Yeah. He was like, was he crying? He was like...
He was on the verge. I don't know if he actually cried, but he's like, Marie, what? And she's like, are you coming over for dinner? It's like... He was just one of those things where he thought she was dead.
He was happy and furious at the same time.
And you could see in his face him realize he had just been duped by these fucking douchebag drug dealers.
Then they cut to the RV being destroyed, and
you could see just Jesse and Walt watching it, kind of wow, we had a lot of good time.
A lot of fun. Not near-death experiences.
Yeah, how many people did they kill? They killed one dude in there. They almost poisoned another guy.
They tried to kill 2 people in there.
They almost got busted in there multiple times. A lot of good times in that.
We got to see the new meth lab in action.
The new meth lab in action, and the new assistant.
Right.
The new assistant, who I can't remember his name yet.
I don't remember his name. I don't remember the actor's name either, but he was in The Wire.
He was also
season 5.
He was also in Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, was he?
He played what's her name's husband in Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, Sarah.
Kristen Shaw's husband.
Kristen Shaw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I will refer to him as the assistant because I can't remember. I don't know his name
the
right
assistant.
now. But the assistant, he was great. He was like just as nerdy as Walt.
Yeah.
And got into it almost by accident, kind of the same way Walt
He
did.
has the same sort of simple moralistic. I don't know if he could kill somebody, but he has a very weak moral system.
Yeah.
He can justify doing this horrible thing.
And he's the perfect match for Walt. It's like Jesse is not like he's like the intellectual match for Walt that Walt needs.
Yeah. This guy seems as smart as Walter, but gave Walter all the credit and props, which is all Walter wants.
Right, and the
If
respect.
this guy acted like he was smarter than Walter, he would be a horrible match.
Right.
But like this guy is learning how to make the meth on his own.
Yes.
So in 3 months' time or 3 weeks' time, he'll be able to continue doing it with or without Walter, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. But I mean, I get the sense that he already knows how to make it.
But he's definitely learning from Walter.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of the assistant.
Together they are perfecting it probably a little bit, probably both learning from each other. But once Walter has passed on this, once there's been knowledge transfer, let's talk in business terms.
Okay.
Once the knowledge transfer is complete,
No
Walter's
longer
dead.
necessary. But
The cousins can have him.
they can, but they don't need him anymore at the end of this episode.
I don't think they like Walter.
Yeah, I mean,
The old drug dealer man still hates Walter.
Tio?
I think he kind of is pulling the strings of the cousins.
Walter got a new apartment.
Oh yeah, Walter got a new apartment. He got
He bought
the
a model
apartment.
condo, and he
Yeah.
bought it with all the stuff in it.
Yeah.
And
Everything is negotiable. Or
Yeah.
Nothing is not negotiable.
or everything has a price. Everything's negotiable.
We don't know this show very well.
I'm gonna write you a check, and you're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
And he got it, and now he's got his own apartment, which I think is pretty cool. And he seemed happy in it.
But I love this scene of Walter prepping, making his lunch, putting it in the brown bag, sitting, waiting to go to work, basically, as if his life was normal.
Right.
His life is, and he's like in this model apartment, which is a fake apartment with his fake preparation for his fake job.
They're making a ridiculous amount of that, and it's gorgeously blue.
Yeah. This would be the best meth he's ever made.
I mean, he's got the best tools he's ever
Yeah,
had.
he's got everything he wants. Oh, there's like great scene where it's like, I wish we had such and such an acid. The assistant's like, I'll get it for you tomorrow. You'll have it. Anything he wants, he gets. I predict
Okay.
that somehow that assistant will do something that Walter feels is a slight.
Okay.
He will hate the assistant.
I think either that will happen, or the cousins will find out where his lab is, come to kill Walt, and kill him.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling this guy may be kind of like a 6-episode arc.
Yeah, he's not
character.
around for...
He might not be here for very long.
I think this episode was the beginning of some fixing bridges between Walter... Because I think Jesse saw that Walter was destroying the RV in a way to protect...
Absolutely.
Well, to protect Walter, but it seems as if also to protect Jesse.
I mean, Walter does say to the mechanic guy, he's like, if I go down, you're all going with me. Like,
Yeah.
he says that. And
He's all protecting himself, but in a way he's protected Jesse too.
yeah,
Jesse was in more immediate trouble than Walter.
yes. And we'll see how Hank goes after Jesse in these next 2 episodes.
That's going to be interesting.
Well, I have a feeling that Walt Jr. is going to follow his dad to work and like sneak in the back of his car and be like, Dad, where do you go every day?
Oh, here's
And then-
my fake prediction.
Okay.
My fake prediction is going to be revealed that Walt Jr. has been secretly doing his own meth lab on the side. We just haven't known about it. And then there'll be some flashback where you see all these scenes where it's secretly revealed that Walt Jr. is an even bigger meth producer.
Okay, and he's pulling the strings on Gustavo.
Yeah, he's in charge. Yes, that's it. Walt Jr. pulls Gustavo's strings. That'll be revealed by the end of the season. That is my fake prediction.
Okay, that's a great fake prediction. I will agree with that. All right, Kevin, well, thank you again for doing this with
Thanks
me.
for having me back. I love these.
We're almost after halfway through tonight's episode. We'll be halfway through the season.
13 episodes?
13 episodes, 6.5 hours. We'll be halfway. So thanks for watching this week, and again, you can see Kevin at
Ruben Williams every Saturday at 10:30 at the UCB Theater.
and Diamonds Wow at UCBcomedy.com. Also, his one of your videos is featured on UCB Comedy YouTube channel right now.
Oh yeah, Stalker Pitchman.
Yeah, so check that out.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you guys soon.
Absolutely.